Welcome. Another episode of Pod Fashion. My name is Mayowa, aka Mr.
Big Daddy.
I like that shit.
I'm Montana.
And I'm Paula.
Nice,
We're
guys.
excited to be here. Ooh.
Of course, we're all excited. We're all excited. So, how's your week been, guys?
Good.
We just traveled a bit, which is fun.
Traveling is always good.
Can't stay in the same place for too long.
Me neither. I love traveling. I think that I need like a business ticket, constant frequent flyer thing. I just want to be traveling.
I know. If I could travel, even with the 2 hours that I have free, I would where can I go? Where can I go
Happily
next?
live out of a suitcase.
What would your next destination actually be like if you could travel right now?
Dubai.
What's up with
I
this?
think I'm also on this Dubai thing because she's been putting me on Dubai, so I'm on Dubai. But otherwise, Hawaii.
Really?
Bali.
I think
I'm on Hawaii, actually.
I think for me to go to Dubai, I have to have at least minimum of 6K.
Yeah,
No,
money aside,
is it a week thing or do you want to?
Minimum of a week and minimum of 6K.
Dubai is not that expensive to get.
The
Good hotels.
the kind of life I want to live in Dubai.
Okay.
is-
No, but okay.
But that's a trip.
even
You're
with-
not living life. That's like a trip.
Dubai, for me, Dubai is like, if you don't live
you would
the
just
life,
want to splurge.
yeah.
Oh,
not-
you just-
not
yeah.
I don't want to stay in a shitty.
Are you trying to do some mad stuff?
Nah.
Shaking your ass on a yacht.
You want me to get arrested?
Are you importing anybody to shit on?
Thankfully not. Have you guys heard about this shitting on? And what do you guys think about it?
I've only heard it through the grapevine of Miss P sitting next to me.
But what's it called? Is it potty paper or potty?
Something like that.
No idea.
Or eating pudding.
It's been there for a long time. I don't know why people are just finding about it now.
Exactly, it's a fetish. Everybody has their weird fetish and certain demographics of men that like certain type of fetishes. You know.
Is there any kind of fetish that you feel like you can't really understand?
That shit one.
Shit one.
I think it's like this footballer that we all heard about that likes to be shat on his chest, and then he likes his girlfriend to come and squish
Footballer
it.
is that?
Which
I never
I
heard
don't
that.
know. I need to pull up his name because I don't want to mention. But I don't know if this guy was in Man U or something like that. But I need to find out his name.
It can only be Kyle Walker.
I don't know who
Nah, I
that is.
Don't say
Hey,
names
we
unless
don't
you
want to
know
get
it.
sued. We don't want to
Don't
get
say
sued.
names.
Nah.
Nah, just kidding.
So apart from shitting, any other fetish that you can't understand? That
I
you
mean,
just-
there's a lot.
Do you know
of,
what I don't understand?
beating.
When people like to act like dogs and woof woof, and then
the animal sound.
yeah, the
But
animals.
that's the whole dominatrix type of vibe and all kinds
Would
of
just
things.
be a human and be dominated like that.
Yeah, some people are wired by different things. Some people like to be peed on, shat on.
No.
Some people like to be beaten up.
That
tied
is
up.
that is the spirit of the devil.
Thank you.
That's it.
All these BDM things, way too much. I
So
don't
you-
understand this whole
You're not
aggression in
into
sex.
BDSM.
No, I don't like this whole aggression in sex. I think sex is something that is.
I also
Gentle.
didn't know.
It should be gentle, but all this roughness and choke me, daddy, beat my. Why? I don't like that.
Choke me,
That's for me a turn off
daddy.
when somebody asks me to do
Yeah,
that.
I didn't know it was a thing again until I watched this Netflix Korean stuck. I don't know what the word is. A video or movie in on Netflix, and she had to step on him with her heel and really hurt him. It was sad. I couldn't watch it.
Yeah, some
finish.
people just get aroused by pain. That's just not me.
Maybe it's because we're African, so for us, beating is a form of discipline. So it doesn't. I don't conflict that with sexual energy anyway. Because if you beat me, I'm just like, look, this thing's off. No, seriously, off. Like, yeah, my mama, you can't just beat me.
It's like those kind of Nollywood movies that they're fighting and then the girl slaps him and then he slaps her back and they start having sex.
That's just weird. That was weird.
You mean the people from the village?
Just like, yeah, is that what you want to do to me? Boss. And then the guy does the same shit. And then both of them get stunned on.
No,
and
that's
scene starts.
You don't want that.
you don't want that.
So you're not into, Paula, you're not into stuff like that. Okay. I feel like these days, situationship is the new relationship. Do you agree?
I want to start with Montana because Montana told me a lot of steps before dating nowadays. So I want you to repeat the steps before one can date.
Oh, that whole dating in our
Gen
generation.
Z's.
In the Gen
Because I'm still
Z.
from the old millennia.
Okay, what was it again? It
I'm a
was
zillennial.
Oh no, what was it? I can't remember. That was so far
No,
back.
you told me like I don't know. I don't even know.
Yeah, no, the
But
first
there's so
step-
many
There's
steps.
so like the first step is already sleeping with one another, and then
yeah,
the next
exactly.
step is like now we get to like hold hands in public after sleeping with one another.
Like that's now the bases are reversed.
Reversed, okay.
yeah. And then the last step is like something you find out
Being
about a vulnerable.
vulnerable.
Yeah. But it made a lot of sense.
It did.
No,
It made a lot of sense.
For you guys, generation makes sense. For me, it doesn't make any sense. That's weird as hell.
So what do you think about situationships?
Yeah. Or what's your definition of situationship?
That's actually quite tough. So, because I read a post. It was about like, me and you we're not in a relationship, but I don't want you to see anybody, and you are also not allowed to see anybody. What kind of nonsense is that?
For me, that's toxic situationship.
How is that toxic?
Is there a positive situationship?
Yeah, because situationship normally has no like. It's always
No boundaries.
no strings attached.
No, that's a
Let's-
friends with benefits
No,
or a
no,
fling.
no,
You're
no.
confusing a situationship.
wait.
There's a reason it has a ship at the end
Wait,
with a
wait,
fling.
Wait, the thing is, situationship most of the times is always about two people meeting each other. They don't want to commit. That's the first step. No commitment. No introducing me to your friends or families. Maybe your friends, some friends, but no family stuff. And then we just go with the flow. If you sleep with another person, please don't let me know.
That's a
And vice versa.
fling. That's
No.
a fling. That's
No,
not a
but-
situationship.
Okay,
A
so what's your-
situationship has exclusivity. Like
No.
you don't want to commit, but you don't expect this other person to go out and do things with other people.
Yeah.
If you don't mind and you don't care and you don't want to hear about it,
Yeah.
that's a fling. Where it's just like not a short-term fling, a longer-term fling. Or yeah, that's not a situationship what you're describing.
So you're saying a situationship is both of you are saying we are committed to each other?
No.
So then
That's-
what are
No,
you
it's
saying?
basically maybe it's something that you guys should actually say, but you guys are not saying. It's like a
Exactly.
Higi relationship. It's like
I mean,
we always see you guys out together, but whenever we ask you, are you guys together? It's like
No.
we're both looking at each other like
Now,
you say
So we're
something.
seeing each other. It's like, okay.
so what are like the signs of a situationship for you to know you're in a situationship?
I think as long as you're doing emotional shit and you're not committed to each other, you're acting like boyfriend and girlfriend, but you don't have that title, you're in a situationship.
Yeah,
That's what I feel like the definition is.
I don't even know because yesterday I realized something. I realized that I don't like men that frequently change their girlfriends. I think it's kind of like displaying a lack of discipline. That's crazy to me. Yeah, because they are constantly investing emotions into something else. Then
somebody
after maybe a
different.
half a year, it's just like, okay, we guys are broken. Well, we guys are broken up, and that's weird to me. Come, just stay. If you want to do your thing, then stay there and show some sort of discipline. But all this situation is weird to me.
All I know is I don't want to be in a situationship.
I want to know what we have.
Exactly. I want to know. Tell me now. Am I your girlfriend? Are you my boyfriend? Let's clear up
I'll
the
be
air.
I
heartbroken.
think there's like situations where situationships work. I don't stand for situationships because I think there's a lot of confusion, but then it's very easy to find yourself in one. I think in the beginning, a situationship for both parties is the most optimal thing in this world. Like, you don't have to call me, you don't have to text me, but still you're going to treat me nice, take me
No,
out,
that's
still
not
we
okay.
get sex.
That's not okay.
But the problem comes in once one or both parties
Want something
catch feelings, and then
Call
want
me.
something more.
Take care of me. Think about me. Send me
Pick
nice
me.
texts.
Choose me.
Right, that all that happens in a situationship,
No,
right?
I don't want that. I don't want to be
what a lot
confused.
of people
That too.
also call dating, like before you get into a relationship, that period is also a situationship. It is, Mayowa, and that's the
is.
reality.
I think
of,
maybe it's because I'm a different era, different generation. I think it's weird because for me,
I think
if
it
we're
is.
That's
dating,
dating phase.
But that's the point
But
that I'm
anything
trying.
can happen in that
Yeah,
dating
you can still
phase.
break up, you can
it
still-
depends on how you whatever you guys define.
The difference between now that dating phase that you're calling versus this situationship that we're calling is that for this other person in the situationship, they've extended that situationship period longer than it should have been. They should have put a title, but they didn't. So then it now becomes a toxic situationship.
that's why I always ask: Are we dating with a purpose? Because what's all this thing that we're doing? Like even a dating phase is also 3-5 years. because we are testing if we are a fit match, a suitable match for marriage. So all this situationship, like kind of like having pre-steps before the dating phase, that's weird to me. We can also date exclusive. We can also date without having sex. That's calm. I think I think nowadays, if I would be out in the field, I would like to date without having sex. I want to get to know you because I believe in STDs. Do you guys believe in STDs?
100%. You mean both the disease and the demons, right?
Exactly. Sexual transmitted demons.
Yep.
Okay.
Come on. I've seen some men that have stumbled in their lives due to some Jezebels.
And I've seen some women also stumble
Some
because
women
of
work
men.
for the devil.
But you know, I never got to experience one of those like innocent high school romances thing. So the next person who I'm gonna date, I also just want to be, you know, innocent and just no sex involved, because obviously that's not what I want right now. But I also want that just cute innocent without sex.
Yeah, it doesn't have to be innocent. No, because I think so oftentimes sex conflates what we really have. So we might think that we are compatible, but we might only be sexually compatible. So when we constantly have sex, it's kind of like due to the dopamine levels and all kinds of levels, it kind of like
it fucks with your psyche.
yeah, exactly.
Then
Then
you think from like the either men or women, who do you think enjoys the perks of situationship?
we know who is the man. Just like Casper Nyovest said, "Baby girl, you give me joy and excitement. I swear I can never go tired. Even though I got a girl, you my side chick. I call you my girl, never my bitch." Wow. Wow.
Gems from the SA.
Gems from the South African men. South African men. Zulu. Koza. You know, men always enjoy the situationships because it's like, I'm just using you for excitement. So oftentimes, I think we humans nowadays, we are addicted to excitement. We're not addicted to relationship. We're not addicted to hard life. Modern day women are addicted to soft life.
So do you believe situationship can turn to a relationship?
Wait, I want to answer that question. I think that time has kind of changed a little bit and people have changed. And I think that women also benefit from situationships too, especially if you're self-aware. So if you know what you want, if you know, I just want this guy for sex, but I still want to be treated well. But I think for women, you just have to be careful, myself included, that once it gets to the point where you're catching feelings, now you have to pull yourself back and evaluate, where is this gonna lead? Do I want this? Because now at this point, I'm losing what I wanted. Like I just wanted sex.
Don't you think that's easier said than done?
It's way easier said than done. But then you need people that are gonna keep you in check.
Exactly.
You need
your friends.
you need your friends
Say,
around.
what was the goal of this? The point of this
Yeah,
one?
and I have my people who will always be like,
do you know how many girls have been in situationships? You have girls that are telling, this is not going to work.
yeah.
The guy manipulates the girl to the point that
No, we need to stop saying that. We need to stop saying that. We need to stop saying
Stop
that.
saying what?
Women are not stupid. They know which type of situation they put themselves into. Yeah. Oftentimes,
You hit it on the
look,
head.
oftentimes it's like this. I found somebody who's nice. For this moment, it's okay. But oftentimes women will be like, yeah, I want something else. I want something better for my life. Bull crap. I'm not ready to leave him yet. That's what it is.
That's what
women
it is.
enjoy
and
it.
I know the problem is I think the longer a woman is with a man, the more attached she gets.
Of course.
Whether he's toxic or not, the more attached she gets. And that's why I'm saying the period you feel like, oops, feelings are being caught, then switch that shit off.
You can't switch it off.
and that's the worst part. When you get to that point, you can't switch it off. That's the worst part to be in. It's the worst place to be in.
Even for
in
men to be,
Yeah,
even men for men to be
point,
googly-eyed.
Any advice to anyone in a situationship? If you know you haven't caught feelings, run. Leave.
I agree. But
Leave.
at the same time, I
Don't
think...
wait till you catch feelings because you will never leave.
No, you'll never leave.
You
That's
can't
true.
leave. Chokehold.
Chokehold.
No.
But I think for me, even whether I'm in a situationship or not, I still know the type of man that I want. You know, I've said I know what type of man I want to a T, and I know whether I'm gonna end up with you or not. So for me, it's just a matter of time. I know eventually we'll break up or we won't, or this will lead somewhere or it won't. And I know that at the back of my head. So it's just like you have to mentally Mayowa, why are you smiling? You have to mentally, hold up. You have to mentally take yourself to the place where you're like, okay, fine. I need to break up with this person.
You have never met a class A man that is married but also wants you. You will not
Class
leave.
A, okay.
You will not leave. That guy is kind of like, okay, he's together with his wife.
Right.
But she's not she's not priority. She's not priority anymore. They're both cool. But he doesn't want to leave her because she helped him to get to the point where he's at now. But you love him and he loves you.
How did I get to the point of loving this man?
No, because whenever it's not like black men don't lie.
Do I know he's married from the get-go?
No, that is married from the get-go.
I'm gonna tell you as a friend, let's not get into that.
Listen, I have been in a situation, multiple situations where I've been extremely attracted to a married man. I felt like, hey, this man is my soulmate. My God, why has he been taken?
But Paula, what did you tell me?
But let me tell you what I did. I cut that shit off very quickly.
You know why you cut that shit off? Because you're still in the situation.
No, like I've been in those situations when I've met married men, and I'm single. And I'm not in a situationship. But then I have to tell myself, these are my values. I cannot do with a married man. That's it.
But there's something that you tell me, and that was a really nice statement you said.
What did I say?
Men or husbands, don't let your wife hold you to find your soulmate. Don't let your wife stop you from finding your soulmate.
My issue is that men are not okay, so this is the statement.
Husbands,
don't
let your wife stop you from finding your soulmate.
Before I'm misquoted, this is the statement, and everybody in Kenya says this. Everybody in the whole world says this. Do not let your boyfriend prevent you from finding your husband.
I understand that.
Do not prevent your husband from helping you meet your soulmate. Don't let your husband stop you from meeting your soulmate. Maybe your husband is not your soulmate, well and good. If you meet him.
If a guy says that's the wildest thing.
How is that wild?
But we've heard it from men's mouths all the time.
But if you say boyfriend,
did you not just say black men cheat to find happiness or like to fulfill?
I never said black men cheat.
Why do black men cheat?
I didn't say black men cheat. I said that you guys see it as cheating, but it's not cheating. Black men are seeking their happiness.
Okay, well, I'm seeking my soulmate, so that's why I'm like, okay.
But I'm still trying to understand. When you say husbands don't allow your wife stop you from...
No.
Do you mean boyfriends?
Don't allow your husband to stop you. Women, don't allow your husband to stop you from finding... Yeah, he's your husband.
Yes.
From finding your soulmate. And maybe you married the wrong person.
It's an ideology.
It's an ideology, right? But
I get the concept.
The thing is, you can't. The thing is, you have to be open to leaving your husband for this soulmate. The problem that husbands have is that they will not be willing to leave their wives, even if they meet their soulmate.
Ask me why. Because the wife has helped the man to get to a certain point where he's very successful, so he's loyal to the core.
To what? What is he loyal to?
Isn't he cheating?
No, isn't he cheating? You guys see it as cheating. It's not cheating.
What is it?
The romantic aspect of the relationship has faded away, but I'm still loyal to what we have built together.
And you think
that's why, as a married man, it's always going to be like, I can never leave my wife because she has helped me to be the man I am.
Leave me.
No, but I want you. I love you. I want you as my girlfriend. I will take care of you.
You're embarrassing.
I'm going to pay for your tuition fees.
I don't care. I have okay.
Yeah, you see.
Why do you think like women like date married men?
Because a married man is a sign of responsibility
and stability.
Yes.
So you think women are attracted to
women practice hypergamy. Women practice hypergamy.
I think everybody or anybody is attracted to what they can't have. So already just the title that you're married is already a turn on. It's a turn on, right?
Because someone wanted you enough to marry you.
Yeah, somebody wanted you enough to marry you, and you're coming to me. And you're like, I'm married, I'm loyal to my wife. I'm like, challenge accepted.
Okay, challenge me. I would gladly fail.
Please don't try that with Nigerian men. Nigerian men will be like, oh wow, please come.
Okay, let me repeat the class.
I want to fail the challenge. My theory is, I feel like we have like the percentage of high quality men that women want, most of them are married.
Yeah, that's what men are the prize.
Most of them have girlfriends.
It's going back to men are the prize.
I think the man becomes high quality with that woman on his side.
Of course,
right?
Facts.
So
Facts.
she didn't find him as high quality, but they built whatever they built together, and now he's a top A class or whatever, class A man. And then we come in, we see the finished product, and we're like, wow.
Of course.
That's why I don't believe in building a man.
Yeah.
Nah, come on, dog. Don't say that.
I'm
Say that.
serious.
No.
I'm serious. That's the one thing I've stood by. I want to find, and I don't mean this in a bad way, as ready-made a man as I can find.
No,
I understand that.
I feel that because oftentimes, let's say for instance, due to your upbringing, it might be that your dad was not the right type of man that your mom wanted. So it could be like, find a guy that has everything that you already need. Oftentimes it happens like that, because I have a friend of mine, she always said like, she doesn't want to be a man, she wants a man that's already made, fully finished, because she saw how her mom struggled and she doesn't want the same trajectory for her life.
Yeah.
Which I fully understand. But at the same time, a man that you help build, he will be more loyal because he appreciates
men
what you have
have
done.
proven time and again,
with this thing.
right? No, I'm just saying you can't go with that blueprint because there's men who people have built and they've been disloyal. It's just down to the character of the man. But to avoid all this hocus pocus, let me just go to a ready finished man.
If I'm a finished man,
building a man.
Look. Let me answer that. If I'm a finished man, I need 10 ladies.
And what do you even? What
do you bring to the table? What do you bring to the table?
What's a finished man?
I don't need you. I only need sex. I don't need you. I might need an offspring. Wait, I need an offspring and sex, but I can get it all the time.
Okay, let me maybe not say.
There are fantastic escorts out there.
Let me not say already. Yeah, it is subjective. But then let me say a prepared man to have a woman. That's the type of man I want to date. And prepared is him. He knows when he's prepared. I can't tell him you're prepared or this and that. He knows when he's prepared. He knows I want to have a wife when I have this in the bag. I want a man like that. I'm not coming there with my hammer and my tools.
Do you know the funny thing about that? You might meet a prepared man, but he's not prepared for you.
It's fine. Then he's not my man. He's not my man. And I'll walk.
Sometimes you can also fall out of the preparation.
Do you know how many women have been like, or how many guys have said, oh yeah, they just lied to women to be like, yeah, I'm not ready for a relationship now. I'm not ready for a relationship with you.
I think it goes both ways. Like a woman will say, I don't know. You can apply that everywhere, but I get what you mean.
What would you then date a divorced man?
Yeah, I think he comes with a lot of lessons, a lot of maturity as well from his previous marriage.
No, you don't learn anything from a previous marriage.
Let me.
No. Do you know why? Wait. Before you enter, one thing that we need to stop thinking is like, I learned something from my previous relationship. Do you know why? Because you are not the individual that I dated. So my constellation with you is always going to be different.
Right.
I might learn something from my personal self, but what I've learned with that woman is something completely different to you. Yeah. She might want physical touch and you reject physical touch. No, so I don't necessarily gauge anything. Nothing. I'm just trying to. No, this is not a course where you can just build a block. Like, okay, I've learned something from this and I'm constantly stepping. It doesn't work like that. Relationships are always new. Always new to redefine them from the set. So that's why I would never ask, because you said that on your first date, you would ask if somebody, what did you learn from
their
them?
love, not what did you learn, just their general love story.
But then you learn I think you learn more about yourself.
You just define yourself way more.
Exactly.
This is exactly what I want. And if the next person doesn't match my energy, I'm Xing from the get-go in order not to stumble into this whole situation. That's the thing. So you don't learn anything.
I think a few weeks ago, I saw something and this person said it's very hard, or how do you actually communicate your love language properly to your partner without feeling needy?
You just say this is my love language.
I think you must just be upfront sometimes. And don't you do it when you do it in the beginning
without
of
feeling needy.
But I need you
just
though.
say.
But I need you.
You just say.
Why?
No,
in the beginning, isn't it in the beginning you all speak about these things? You
This
know, my
love
love language is physical touch.
Look, there are more than 5 love languages.
No, I know.
Some women's love
for
language is toxic
example,
men.
And some women's love language is money.
That's what they understand.
And that's gifts.
Gift giving. Toxic traits is what my love language is. Women that are inappropriate or something.
I have something to do. I have something to say about that. Though. I feel like the past boyfriend of a lady is very influential on how she treats her next relationship.
That's a lie.
If she has been with, or let's say the first boyfriend or the second boyfriend, always this toxic men with different kind of energy, I feel like she gets subconsciously used to that kind of energy.
Well, that's also because she has daddy issues.
And she expects that from every single man that she's with.
Yeah, but any woman that goes for a man that is overtly toxic, daddy issues. Daddy issues, always daddy issues. And I'm not trying to be a father to anybody.
But a lot of guys, they know if the girl has daddy issues.
But those men, in my opinion, those men are also distorted in their head. They're misusing their situation in order to get control. That's what it is. So they know that these women, they just want somebody that has this type of daddy energy I'm going to protect, and they will misuse the situation. But to each his own, like always. Those women are not for me. I'm working in the light, not in the flesh.
Are you like super jealous in a relationship?
I'm a jealous person in general, and I have to always be like, okay, don't think about it too much, don't be too jealous. But I'd hope that I've never been in a relationship, but I'd hope that I wouldn't be too jealous. But I'm not jealous in the fact the way I'm controlling. You must still go do your own thing. Please live your own life. But if you're probably hanging out around like a lot of women and stuff like that, I just in my head, but I'll never admit that I am jealous.
Yeah, most jealous people do never admit that
Hey,
they're jealous.
may I say it from the get-go?
You're jealous?
I'm a jealous girl, and these are my rules.
Kenyan women,
Don't
they
break
stab,
my rules.
they choke.
Or I will kill
Colored
you.
women, they stab their men, they choke their men.
What do you mean by they stab their men?
They do.
They stab
do.
men.
They slice.
Let me teach you.
Castrate
They
you.
are
And that's
kafala.
why you guys must know who to cheat on and who not to.
You're like, don't mess with
Don't
me.
cross the wrong girl.
Don't mess with me. Because if you really do me dirty, and if I
we're
really
not
want
we're not
to,
promoting violence, please. Anyone watching? No violence.
Victor, I'll teach you a word. It's gevaarlijk. It means dangerous. We are dangerous.
What language is that?
Afrikaans.
Gefährlich.
Gefährlich.
Okay.
So don't cross us.
That means, Paula, you have the potential of stabbing someone.
Don't cross me.
Oh my God. Please, if you are watching, she doesn't mean that.
I do.
She does.
Don't
It's
cross
not
me.
a-
And I mean it.
I'm not going to stab you, but don't cross me.
This is not the first time does the Paula practice voodoo. A voodoo priestess.
So what's your love language?
Mine is gifts.
Mine's quality time.
All of them. And
I
more.
mean, everybody has all of them.
No, but I think that
Mine
for
is gift though.
the most okay. Gift giving.
Gift. If you don't give me gift, I feel neglected.
Okay, well,
I feel so
what
unloved.
type of gifts? I think that's one thing that women don't know, because otherwise you just give you socks.
No, the thing is, the gift is not about how much or how expensive it is. It's the idea behind the.
Because I thought of you.
Yeah. You can give me like a €5 shirt, and if it means something like, it just
I
means
saw
like
this today and I thought of you a year
Yeah.
ago, and you're like, oh, okay.
that will make me love you more.
Cute. Mine is definitely the time.
I swear.
I don't know what that means.
Even if you're just next to me and we're literally doing nothing, or I'm on my phone, you're on your phone, but the fact that we're together in the same room means the world to me. Even if it means, Montana, I'm running errands today, I've got no time. If I can just tag along, and even if I'm just walking at the back of you, and like you're not even talking to me, it means the world. Physical touch, don't even touch me though. It's the last on my list.
But what if you?
No, but that changes actually.
That's what I'm saying. I think it
in a-
must
in a
change
real way, it
with
changes.
someone I meet.
I never like people anybody touching me. Actually, no.
You didn't like it?
Yeah, but that's also tied to the fact of the way I was raised. There was
Yeah.
no physical touch, so for me, it was
Yeah.
just like there's no need for you to be hugging me when we're not having sex.
And I also hate doing shit for people because as a firstborn girl in an African household, I did everything.
Everything.
Maybe
And
what
so
about your
like,
older
acts
siblings?
of service for me is like, I hate it. Because
And for someone that I enjoy. acting
no,
films,
but then
I enjoy
it ties back to like my mom always saying, you're the firstborn girl, go cook, go clean, go do this. And now it became like
Yeah.
a show and I
job.
hated it.
Yeah, you were just expected to do
Yeah,
all of
and
that.
now I'm going to be a wife and you also expect in it.
Mm.
Don't you think that should come naturally? Like
it should, but then it was tampered with when I was being raised.
Because now you can enjoy it more. But I think I like what you guys are speaking of because we can see how broken you are. Both of you.
Every person is broken.
I feel
you guys need to deal with your childhood traumas.
No, the thing is, I like to cook for people. I like to do that. I practice with my flatmates, so I'll randomly do nice things for them because they're men.
Do they appreciate you?
They do,
Oh,
and so sometimes I'll cook them breakfast, take it to them in bed because I'm trying to like bring myself back into that nurturing womanly state.
Be careful.
But if I don't love you, I'm not gonna do it for you.
Be careful because now you are making the scale even higher for the next lady that they're going to date.
Oh, that's good.
They'll be like, you're not like Paula. Paula cooks.
Paula's gonna take it as a compliment. Do you know her?
I think that's what like guys subconsciously do. Like, let's say they have an ex-girlfriend that constantly cooks, and then the next one is like, I'm not gonna cook. You're like, even your friends will be like, what kind of girlfriend do you have?
Yeah, but
this one is not cooking for
No, but the
us.
thing is like for men, there are a lot of guys speaking into your ear, like, ooh, like one thing my dad told me, like, I wouldn't like to visit you in your house and you're the one that is cooking, but I like cooking though. So it's kind of like now you're overly looking for a woman that cooks, but I'm just like I was never really that type. I was like, look, that's your thing. If I want to cook, I'm cooking. So
my dad always used to
For me,
cook.
I just think the whole cooking thing should be like at least someone should just cook. But the issue that I have is if you say you're not going to cook for me, like you don't have to cook every day, but don't just be like I'm not going to cook.
But I think that's a miscommunication because I think as a modern man, we are asking for you to generally cook, but not every day. Obviously, that's understandable. But I think that so many women are so fighting that I don't want to cook. Yeah. But like, come on, dog.
We feel that we're just expected to play that role of cooking and of being just taking care.
But at the same time,
men don't cook for men.
There's nothing wrong with that, in my opinion.
Because you also expect us for us to cater to you financially.
We have to eat. Right?
It's not possible, Paula. Trust me. Once you are pregnant, somebody needs to cater to you.
Pregnant?
Yeah, of course.
I'm not pregnant. You're talking about.
Yeah, but we're thinking. That's what I'm saying. Dating with purpose. I'm already thinking ahead.
Okay.
Do you think a person should always date with purpose, or is it fine to like just think, oh, I just want to have fun. Let me just date to have fun.
I feel like it depends on the state of mind.
Because I don't think I could step into a relationship now and just think I want to marry someone.
For me personally, I would say that any woman younger than 25 is a no-go.
A Negro.
Yeah.
Not a Negro, he said a no-go.
Polly for kids. It's a no-go.
About to get cancelled.
Really. No.
At least you can say that word. You're allowed to.
Black man, I'm black.
It's not Sultan.
No, the thing is like I think that till 25 there's so many things happening in your life, and then after 25 you're gonna change again. So from 20 to 25 you actually don't really know what you want. You just think that you know you want a lot of things, but you actually don't want it. After 25 you can't like materialize. Okay, this is who I am, but you're still constantly changing. So if you date a woman that is 21, trust me, it's gonna be a shit show. 20 years down the line, she might be like, you're the only person I've been with. Now she's kind of like craving maybe other men. And that's one thing that I would never want to experience. So that's why let her have fun till 25. Maybe you might meet her 26. She might have some few experiences. So she really knows, okay, you are the person I like and you're the person I want to be with.
So you believe in the right person, wrong time thing?
Of course, hell yeah. That shit happens.
Subscribe to that mentality. I always tell Montana that like you can meet the right person at the 100% wrong time.
Happens all the time.
And it's okay to be like, fine, let's go separate ways and we might meet later. And if it's good, it's good.
I like that if we love each other, we'll come back. You'll come back to me.
Nah, I don't believe in that.
But Mayowa, I'm going to come for you though.
Okay, yeah.
If you say like, yeah, after 26, then you do whatever. What if she was acting porn from 21 to 25?
Look, again, that's not my wife.
Okay, but you met her at 21. She wasn't acting porn.
Yeah,
so
but now, look, even if she has experience, that experience would also need to be in alignment with my experiences.
Okay,
you know?
so then you have to word it correct.
No, but I worded it correctly, like you know. So like you guys rightly said, like no, it was the soulmate but wrong time. Maybe there's a soulmate out there for me that is probably she's 60. But it's the wrong time because she's already old. We understand each other, but
That's not the same thing. As we're saying, like you and I, same age range.
I don't always
we
believe,
are ripe for each other, but it's just the wrong time.
but I don't always believe that your soulmate is always
No,
the right.
100% never.
It's generational actually, because I read a book from Paulo Coelho. I don't know what the book was called. It's kind of like the magician book, and there was a wizard, and he met his soulmate. His soulmate was freshly born, kind of like thing. But because he's a wizard, he knew that she was his soulmate. And the thing about your soulmate, you're not allowed to tell your soulmate that they are your soulmate. They should kind of like realize within themselves. So he eventually told her because he wanted to find a real love, and that whole kind of like constellation spoiled. But then in the next generation, he met her again, but obviously now he's way older, but he didn't say anything. So, but they kind of like went
on each other.
No, not really. They wanted to, but kind of like find their separate ways. So.
Do you watch K-dramas?
Hell no.
Oh, because I was gonna recommend you such a good one on the same like thing.
I don't watch K-drama.
Please recommend our viewers.
No, don't give a free promo. Pay us now. Come on, what kind of nonsense?
It's called Goblin. Something Goblin, guys. I was crying. It was just beautiful.
Really.
It was
Also
beautiful.
about soulmates and not the right time, all kinds of things.
I think I
Yes,
met my
kind
soulmate, but he's not meant to be my.
He's married.
No.
No,
But-
this one is one
But
man.
he's not meant. He's not meant to be my lover.
Okay, describe him so that I can be specific and graphic, please.
How did you know he was your soulmate?
Yeah, exactly.
It's something you felt.
I figured it out after some time.
Did you
Well,
figure it out when you were still with him, or once you were already separated?
When I was with him, yeah.
And wasn't it harder leaving the
Are you attracted
situation
to
then?
this soulmate?
It was the it was the hardest thing. Hardest.
Hottest
Huh?
Hottest thing.
Hardest.
Hot.
Hardest thing.
So are you attracted to this soulmate?
No, we went our separate ways.
Yeah, I said, were you attracted
to his soul, yeah, and to
You-
who he
What of-
was.
What of his body? Like physically.
Yeah.
But that's
She
interesting.
thought it
That's
was her
interesting. I like that question. You can be someone's soulmate, but you're not attracted to their body.
Weird to me.
They weren't necessarily my type at all. Like
But they were your soulmate.
they were, but that has nothing to do with physicality, like physical appearance.
I hate it when women say that. Yeah,
It's-
actually, I
do
like
you
you, but you're
expect
not my
that guy to
type.
feel?
Man, fuck off then.
He doesn't know that, but he knows.
I know, but if you eventually, that's like the worst thing ever. From a guy's perspective.
Did you think he felt the same way? That's even harder.
No.
I wish I could give you a hug from there.
No, let's not go. I still want to talk to this matter. So, so you guys were are soulmates because you don't. Your soulmate doesn't disperse. It's still there, but you guys didn't make it. Why?
Life.
Life was life.
Life was lifing.
And the math together was not matching.
So, but do you believe that you will still find another soulmate?
No.
I believe there's 3 soulmates. You only have 3 chances.
No,
Do you believe?
Three.
Yeah.
But
You like
do
that shit, right?
Yes, I love shit like that. Do you believe that you have 3 lives too?
You only have one life. Oh. Only one.
You're not a cat. You're not a cat.
This is not Super Mario.
No, I think that you kind of like meet your soulmate, and then like you rightly said, it's the wrong time. So it's like, I'm scared of this. I don't want to.
It wasn't the
invest in
wrong
it.
time. It was the wrong it was the wrong way. We related to each other in the wrong way. You know, a soulmate doesn't have to be your husband, your boyfriend. It can be your friend. It can be your sister. It can be your brother. And for us,
No, we're talking about romantic soulmate.
Nah,
I'm not talking about.
no,
come
there's
on,
nothing
man.
like romantic soulmate. A soulmate is a soulmate.
Forget
like,
that one. Forget that one. We're talking
okay,
about
what are
romantic.
you asking? Because it was still romantic. What are you
Exactly.
asking?
So why are you going to your brother and sister? We don't care about that one. Romantic
What's
soulmates.
the romantic one?
Okay.
Yeah. So why didn't you guys relate? You said you guys were feeding into each other's.
Yeah. Our lives were perfect, but life happened.
Then it was.
Give us more ginger. I don't
Oh,
understand.
you want more ginger?
Yeah.
He was in the military and
Okay,
yeah.
okay.
Oh my God! You
Like-
just open your ass right now because it's gonna.
But you can still find it.
Anyways.
But you can still find another soulmate.
It's okay. I made peace with the fact that that's the only one that I have and it didn't work out.
Yet you're the only one that you have now. I mean, you're
you
still
ever want him to know
no.
What would I ever want him to know what?
that you You were a soulmate.
We knew
They
that.
both knew. They both felt it.
We felt it, and we're still family to each other. We still love each other, but from a distance because life happened.
Nah, I couldn't date you.
There's something like Paula.
Because you guys will be married, but I feel like we have love, but it's more of like a respectable love because we have
but there's
a common
another
goal,
soulmate
but it's not
outside.
really.
What do you mean?
It's a crinkum crankum, you know.
No, so you think that whoever you marry must be your soulmate?
I married my soulmate definitely, and I made a conscious decision because I knew that. Look, it was kind of like because me and my wife we have been constantly having relationships, breaking up, all kinds of things. But there was a point when I told her, look, I want to be a hoe. I feel like that's my destiny. See that? And she was like, no, you have to make a decision, either me or nobody else. But then I thought to myself, like, it's going to be very difficult for you to find a wife when it kind of like fits you. And I said, like, you know, I give up the hoes for my wife. A lot of men give up their wife for the hoes.
Idiots. Idiots.
Yeah.
Why are you advising them against what you do?
No, I can't advise you because
you have to preach water and drink water, right?
No.
You're drinking water, preach water.
Look, do you know why I'm not saying anything against it? Because I feel like men know what they are sacrificing.
Idiots.
It could be.
But the thing is, the people that give up their wife for hoes don't really know or don't feel.
Oh, they know. Trust me, they know.
Then those ones are idiots.
What's wrong with men? What's wrong with men? Like, what do we do to help you?
Let's not go into.
What's wrong?
Let's not go into men. Let's not go into men. The men is for the next episode.
I'm so mad.
Before we wrap up the episode, I want us to play a game.
Okay, let's go.
If
Quick
you had
one.
to die today, do you feel you've had enough sex?
I feel
Montana
like
answer.
I've never had sex, so I don't know what it feels like to have sex. So if I had to die right now, I'm very happy,
Okay.
very content.
Pause right there. Do you feel like you have a lot of sexual energy?
I feel like I do, yes.
Shout out to the guys that's going to chop their crop. Paula,
I have had enough sex. I'm happy.
you have had enough sex?
So you'll be happy, you just be like, yeah, I don't need to. I'm happy with what I've had so far.
I've had good sex. I'm happy with that.
What about you, Mayowa?
Nah, I've not had enough. I've not had enough. Do you know why I'm saying this? Because like when you're growing together, there's a lot of things happening in a long relationship. It's kind of like first and foremost you have your insecurities. Am I enough? Do I look nice? And then there comes a moment where you kind of like dissect all the insecurities where there's no more insecurity anymore in a relationship. So you guys are kind of like amalgamating. But then there's the next step of really having sex. And I think that women kind of like still have some sort of inhibitions, and I want that off. I want you to be a freak, and I still want to experience that. Since you have been telling me
do
that,
you think every woman is a freak?
no, not every woman is a freak. You need to find yourself a freak. Me, I found myself a freak. That's for nobody to know. But since Paula told me that women are gonna be way freakier
In the 40s.
in the 40s, that means by that time I'm done with family planning. That's where we get it cracking. Yeah.
But do you think you'll be in the physical shape to get cracked?
That's my fear. Because by that time, you know, not physically speaking.
And that's why we go. No, that's why we go get serviced by Ben 10s
Tens.
You see?
and Scooby Doo's
But
because
actually,
they can
if
handle
I'm honest,
our
I'm actually
libido.
not mad at that. I've thought about it. Do you know
Makes
why?
sense.
I'm not saying it makes sense. It's hurtful. But at the same
To?
time, no, wait, it's hurtful.
Who does it hurt?
No, if your wife cheats on you, it's
Men.
hurtful. Wait. If your wife...
But if a man cheats on me, it's not
Relax.
Well, I do that in again.
Relax. No, that's for the next episode. Bye, guys. Bye.